We come to question 16a. Find the equation of a straight line which is perpendicular to the line 2y minus x is equals to 3 and passes through the point -4, 1. Okay, so what are we supposed to note here? The word perpendicular, very important. Okay, so we have a line, for instance. There's a line here. Okay, now we want the line, the equation of this line, for instance, the equation of this line. Okay, and this line passes through this point, and it is perpendicular to is equals to 3. All right, so you need to know that when two lines are perpendicular to each other, gradient 1 multiplied by gradient 2, the product is -1. So the first thing that we're supposed to do is to find the gradient of this line. How do we find the gradient of this line? So we need to make y the subject of the formula. So we have 2y is equals to x plus 3. We take x the other side. Now remember, we need to make y the subject of the formula. So we divide throughout by 2. So we have y is equals to x divided by 2 plus 3 divided by 2. Then now at this point we get the coefficient of x as our gradient, and the coefficient of x is 1/2. So this is our m1. Okay, this is our m1. This is our m1. So what will be our m2? Our m2, already the fact that the product is supposed to be negative, so our m2 must be a negative. So it will be the reciprocal of this one. So it will be like -2/1, which is just the same as what? -2. All right? I hope this is clear. So now, we need now to write the equation using the formula isn't it? So we take this one as our x1, this one as our y1. So we have y minus 1 is equals to our m. Our m is negative. In this case, because of this is perpendicular to the other equation, so we get this one here, -2. So we have -2, then x minus x1 is -4. Take note of that. So we go on, say minus is equals to -2x plus 4. Okay, because of the negatives here. So we have this -1 is equals to, you distribute, you are going to have -8. We have y is equals to -2 minus plus 1. All right, then y is equals to -2x minus 7. This is what is going to be the equation, ladies and gentlemen. So it's going to be our equation. I hope that is very clear. Are we together? Let's move on. Tien pasogoro. Natulea mkwai. Gatuya gumbele. Okay, so we are on question 16b now. Computer, very simple question. In the answer space below is an incomplete flowchart for calculating the curved surface area of a cylinder. The curved surface area of a cylinder. All right, with radius r and height h. Complete the flowchart. Very good. Okay. So we want the curved surface area of a cylinder. Curved surface area of a cylinder, isn't it? So you need to know the curved surface area of a cylinder, like the formula. Okay? The formula. Alright? So the curved surface area of a cylinder. So we have, for instance, this is a cylinder, isn't it? Something like this. Okay? So what we mean by the curved surface area, we do not want this, the bottom part should not be there, even this top part should not be there. We want, okay, the middle, the curved surface area, it's this middle here, okay, minus this, minus that, this one here, the middle part, that's the curved surface area, isn't it? Okay, so we are going to get, what is the formula now? You need to know. Now, unfortunately, these things, prominently, they are taught in grade 9, 8 and 9 about the formulas. So the formula is this one, of a curved surface area minus the two ends, all right? So once you know the formula, then it becomes very simple. Once you know the formula, then it becomes very simple, because now we just have to start entering these and then get the answer. So you know that this part here, we say enter, okay? What are we going to enter? R and H here. Then curved surface area here. You can say curved surface area, which is represented by the letter A. Curved surface area, which is represented by the letter A, is equals to, now we can write this in full. We always say these numbers are already there, like in the computer, they initialize. So we say 2 pi, okay? Remember, we are multiplying. So this is what we are supposed to get. This is what we are supposed to write. Everything is already done. It's only those two parts that we're supposed to do. This is our 16B. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope I've made myself clear. Okay, next question.